It's tremendously fun. And the neatest thing about it is it's forever challenging. There is no endpoint. You will never learn more than just a little tiny bit about what makes us sing like that. And that's what you try and find, those important data points over the time. And the way to do that is tap tops and stretch them and that kind of thing. And remember that sound. So the next guitar you build, if it doesn't do that, if it does that, you know something's wrong. So you go back to that top sound that you had here and realize that that top had that going on, not that going on. So it's a function of doing a lot of these and picking up the information along the way.
Yeah.
I was a chemistry major in college, and I learned the scientific method, and I learned to deal with details and process over and over again until you get the results you're looking for, or new results. And it's the same thing with wood, it's just bigger and harder, but it's the same idea. It's this idea of taking a scientific approach to something that really doesn't lend itself to science, and still figuring out a lot of the information from it. And there's the challenge. It's how do you pick up a piece of wood and know what that's going to sound like? You can see what it looks like. You can tap it and go, oh, well, that's something, yeah. But you never know until it's done. So what you do is every time you do this neck work or the body work, you remember what you did or write it down. And so the next time, you have just a little bit more information. And hopefully that one will come out best. But the thing about guitar making, I don't know if I can use this term, but it's a crapshoot. You never know how it's going to turn out, really. You put the strings on and wait a day or two. It all comes out to tension. This is an extremely dynamic thing. Every part of it's going to move. And you have really no idea how it's going to move until you make it, until you actually excite it, get it into motion. Make it sing. I mean, to get that kind of sound out of a small guitar like that, the average builder can't do. Not unless they've built hundreds of guitars, because they just don't have enough tactile experience to pick up a piece of material and know what it's going to do, and couple that material with the bracing material, with the back and side material, and the neck stock. All that goes together to form a single thing, but all parts move, and they move differently. And that's the hard part about learning how to do this, is being able to anticipate the results in the beginning of the build.
But
that's why I keep doing it, because I figure someday I'll figure it out. Only I won't.
Okay, so 100%?
Nobody.
I know, nobody, but
One or two, maybe? Is that a lot?
if you said everybody can. Yeah.
No, it's the thing about it is we don't know what we're doing. We have no idea, but we make up all kinds of really good theories about.
But your knowledge
It's from experience.
Yeah.
And also my approach. I think like a scientist. And I have chemistry, I have math, I have biology, I have forestry, all those weird things all combined as my background. So when I pick up a piece of wood, I understand the species and genus and where it came from and then as a scientist, I can test sort of the physics of that piece of wood and get some understanding of is it lively, is it not lively, is it heavy, is it, you know, whatever it is. And then couple that with the information I can gain from playing with these other materials. And it's all a matter of doing it over and over and over again, like 2,350 times. I figured that you need to build about 300 guitars to kind of start to get the hang of it.
after 3.
2,352. Sorry about that.
In your life.
And yours will be 2,353.
Hopefully.
Yeah, no.
That's such a great.
Yeah. But it really takes a lot of just hands-on, and the other thing about it is, it takes hands-on experience. You can't push the CNC button, put out a part, pop out a part that's absolutely flawless, and have any idea what useful part that part will make. How much, what does it sound like? What does it feel like? How heavy is it? How's that going to couple with this particular top? You have to build these things essentially by hand. You know, that's it.
GC.
This,
Yeah.
the
This is the one.
triple O
Yeah.
does anything and everything you can do with a guitar. You can flat pick it, you can finger pick it, you can play it with picks.
But
Without
why?
long scale.
Yeah.
More string tension, harder to play.
No,
And the thing to remember about a long scale is the advantage, you get a lot of string tension, a lot of power, and you can play it hard. Short scale, much more interesting sound. The strings are much looser, they don't have all that tension, and they're not so rigid. So you're getting a lot more partials in it. You're getting a very fat note. You're getting a round. Well, it wouldn't have to be Brazilian. There are other woods that sound just as good. It's just, I happen to have this amazing piece of wood, and I said, oh, must have. So, that's the last, this was 15, almost 12 years ago now, and I haven't seen another piece of wood like it. '72? Why? Do I look it? My doctor says, get out of here, you look like a very gray 40-year-old. 40-year-old or 40-year-old?
Still every.
This is a message to all the owners of my guitars, Greven Guitars. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to make them, and I hope it's a pleasure for you to play them. And I hope to continue building for many, many years and have more customers that appreciate and enjoy my instruments. Thank you so much.